The Subcommittee on Immigration and Citizenship will please come to order, and we do have a quorum. And without objection, the chair is authorized to declare recess at any time. I'd like to remind members we have an established email address and distribution list dedicated to circulating amendments, exhibits, motions, or other written material that members might want to offer as part of our meeting today. If you would like to submit materials, please send them to the email address that has been previously distributed to your offices, and the material will be circulated to members and staff as quickly as possible. I'd like to ask all members to mute their microphones when you're not speaking to prevent feedback and other technical issues. You may unmute yourself at any time when you seek recognition. We have noticed this meeting to request a Department of Homeland Security departmental report on the beneficiary of H.R. 681, and pursuant to notice, the chair now calls up H.R. 681 for the relief of Rebecca Trimble. This bill is called up for the purpose of requesting a report on the beneficiary of the bill from the Department of Homeland Security, and for the sake of expediency, I will ask unanimous consent that my statement on this bill be made a part of the record. And without objection and hearing none, that is so ordered. I would now yield. Yes.
In that vein, I'd like to ask consent that my statement also be placed in the record.
I was just going to recognize you for that purpose, Mr. Clintock, and without objection, your statement will also be made a part of the record. The chair will now entertain a motion to request that the Department of Homeland Security provide the subcommittee with a report on the beneficiary of H.R. 681. I note that a request for a report does not provide a final decision on a private bill. The request for a report is simply the first step in the private bill process to learn more about the case and the agency responsible. So I thought I heard a motion to request this report.
So moved.
And is there further discussion on this motion? Hearing none, then the question is on the motion. All those in favor of the motion, please unmute and say aye.
Aye.
Those who are opposed, please unmute and say no. Hearing no opposition, then the motion is adopted. And unless another member wishes to vote, in which case they will speak up now, the motion is adopted.
Madam Chair.
The gentlelady from Texas is recognized.
Before you rule, may I have a moment, please, to comment on the case? Please.
The gentlelady strikes the last word, is recognized.
I rise to strike the last word. Let me just say that thank you all very much, the staff and you, Madam Chair, for the extensive memo that was received regarding Ms. Rebecca Trimble. If there ever was a case that warrants the moving forward of comprehensive immigration reform, certainly this case. It's a case that, in all my years, it's a unique case where everyone thought that they were doing the right thing. She actually received a Social Security card, and the government thought she was doing the right thing. She thought she was doing the right thing. Married, raised her children, a husband now serving in a remote area. So it is just evidence that when we begin to speak about immigrants and undocumented persons, it is really important to pay attention to the story and the consequences, which we are trying to correct now. One would believe these parents thought she was adopted by information that was given. And we find cases of young people who are now DACA eligible having the same sort of challenges, meaning that they are here with their family. Some of their family members became status. The family members thought the children were status because they were status, meaning mom and dad or elder sister or brother. So we need to be very attentive to cases like this. And also when we begin the process of comprehensive immigration reform, remember that these are hardworking tax-paying persons who have had circumstances that none of us could imagine, and they are attempting to status themselves and do what is right within the law. So thank you so very much that we have this private bill. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back, and there being no further comment, the request to the department will be made, and Mr. McClintock and I will send the customary letter to the department requesting the report. We will begin our hearing, Why Don't They Just Get in Line? Barriers to Legal Immigration, shortly. That has been noticed for 15 minutes after the hour. So if members will just stay on the line, the technical staff will stop this